Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. It is finals day. We have reached the end of our tournament that's been going since the start of January. I'm
Yep.
here with Ketroc. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Grub, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. Congratulations on getting to the final. It's going to be a fun one. Um,
Yeah, it's been a while. I usually
yeah,
get knocked out somewhere around Final Four-ish.
yeah. No, but it's been really good, really exciting semi-finals yesterday. Took to all 5 games against Zozo. That must have been a bit nervous for you at the end, you know.
Yeah, I had no inside knowledge of whether I was going to beat Zozo or Eris, so I was worried about both of them. I know they both beat me a lot on the ladder, so
Yeah, no, it was fun. So let's just have a quick look at where we stand on the tournament. Hold on, I think I had the wrong thing up. So I will just
Canyonana.
yeah, uh,
So it's going to be Canyonana versus Zozo.
yeah.
That'll be interesting.
So there we have, that's our bracket so far. Katanyana lost to Eris 3-0. And Zozo obviously lost to your bot 3-2. So our third place playoff tonight will be the first matchup. It's going to be Katanyana versus Zozo. So that's going to be a fun one. Both of these bots I didn't really expect to be kind of like as high as they were. I mean, Zozo kind of had promise there, but like Katanyana, I definitely didn't expect to get to the third place match, but definitely done better.
Yeah, very different styles are going to see out of these two bots too. We got like a bot that's very focused on macro and one that's about as cheesy as you can get with the pro brush openers. So
Yeah.
gonna be watching like a grappler fighting a kickboxer, right? It's either going to be a KO right off the bat for Zozo, or Zozo's going to be in a lot of trouble against the mid game of Kenny
Yeah,
Nana.
Kaninana's mid name is absolutely terrifying. Just have a look at
Hmm.
the stats for Kaninana. Ranked seeded 8 for the tournament. Elo of 1849, which is not bad. Lost against
Yeah,
you in the first round, but came back to beat Tier in the group, and then knocked out the behemoth that was Micro Machine in the quarterfinals. So that was his big win, and unfortunately got knocked out by Eris last night. As I
yeah.
say, done.
And since that first round too, he's actually surpassed my bots. He beats my bot all the time on the ladder now. So
Oh wow, it's
it's a good thing this
really
tournament started in January, not in February, or
he,
I think I would have been knocked out really early.
he's really been picking it up recently, and
Yeah,
obviously his opponent here again lost to Eris in the group, but managed to pick it up against Nikolai or Nikolaj. Sorry, I kept pronouncing that wrong. And a 3-0 destruction of Dominion Dog in the quarterfinal, and a seriously close match in the semi-final against your bot.
mhm. And I
So
didn't see the series, but I heard that didn't he take a game off Eris, but then he GG'd out because he ran out of minerals or something along
yes,
those lines?
the closest we've ever had to, well, not ever had, but the closest this tournament Eris has been beaten. He was literally on the ropes and decided, and Zoto just ran out of minerals and decided to ZZ GG. Sorry, ZZ.
Okay.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah, I think he took a nap. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. All right, let's get on with our third place match, shall we? Are you ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, up in the top right-hand corner of the hardwire, it is Kaninana.
And spotting in the bottom left, we have the blue Protoss. It is Zozo. Now, in the past, we have seen Zerg be the kryptonite for Zozo in that with good
Yeah,
micro and the slower but still useful regeneration of drones with the higher drone counts.
yeah,
We've seen, I think, both Yada Hunt's bots and Eris beat up on Zozo.
yeah.
So
So
we'll
it's,
see how Canny Nana can handle this
I,
difficult pro micro.
I mean, it is good, but like you say, the regeneration from Zerg drones is also going to be a factor. So let's just see.
Yeah, much
Oh,
slower rates, but it's constant and it's always there. And
yeah,
you don't need money and time like you do with repair with SCVs. So it's
yeah.
definitely better than the Terran's situation. Okay, here we go.
So there we go. So already there's a hatchery on the way from Kaninana, which is probably going to go up, but I don't know how much. That's obviously not going to help him much at the moment. Um, again, both these bots very rarely lose drones workers early, so you know. But and the thing to notice about Zozo, obviously, is this is not as all in as it looks. He still has probes mining, and if you look at the mineral rate, Zozo is still way ahead of Kaninana.
Yeah, clever opener out of Zozo. He doesn't go out until he can afford his pylon, and then he leaves 3 probes, which is enough to keep nonstop probe production going at home, plus more.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to. It's like the absolute minimum you can keep back and still build up a game going in the background.
Yeah. So the spawning pool is on the way here, and Kaninana just about holding this off.
Yeah, and he's gotten some mining in, which is nice, but he hasn't killed a single probe yet, and his drones are getting quite low at the moment.
Say that's one probe goes down. So
yeah.
Ooh,
and we've seen what Zozo's micro does to Zerglings too, so it's not like getting out a couple lings is going to make much of a difference. The other goes a probe, very nice.
Yeah. So
look at all the red.
Oh, that's yeah, there's some very hurt drones there. But did I see? Can I get a couple of Zerglings on the way? Oh, and drones going down.
Yeah.
Drones have started going down, and they're not going to stop going down. And oh, that's the end of it. No workers left for Kaninana. I think we can fast forward, guys. This is.
So obviously the big issue with this is he made a second hatchery, which is not a good idea versus the start of build.
Yeah. Although, I mean, yeah, in theory, that would have allowed him to get out a bunch of Zerglings a lot earlier. And
yeah, he could have built the pool right away. He could have built a couple more drones. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of drone micro issues too. I noticed like there's one drone that had issues returning minerals, so it's just kind of bouncing around a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
but
that's always
this is a branch. Yeah, it's a branch a lot of authors don't really want to go too deep into, is like defending worker rushes.
It's not the most interesting thing, is it? It's like,
No.
But as a lot of other bots say, you have to earn the right to play your macro. So a lot of the time.
Exactly.
But let's see what happens in game 2. Maybe Kaninana has some different tactics on the way. So we'll have to see. I am good to go when you are.
Yep, just loading the replay. Give me 1 sec. All right, I'm all set.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, up in the top right, looking to make his way back from 1-0 down. It's Kaninana.
And in the bottom right, we have the blue Protoss Zozo. Okay, I don't think it's a false accusation this time. I think you said right, not left.
I did say right, because it is kind of right at the center, isn't it? And it's kind of left. I don't know, actually.
Well, it's definitely not right of the center.
Oh, I don't know.
I did see I falsely accused you of your last round.
That's okay.
It's not in the corner, I'll give you that much.
Yeah, if you haven't been watching us, guys, left from right telling difference with casters at the moment is very, very difficult. So,
no second hatchery. I do like that.
Oh, that's good.
But he can't afford it now.
There is one coming down, and he's going to get the bad news that all of these drones, all these probes are going to be heading straight towards his drone line.
So I guess, assuming this game goes similar to last game, I think the one thing we're going to need out of Kaninana is to get his drone blocked. Maybe the probes will pick it off as they run in.
Oh, so one probe goes down, so that's good.
That's a good news. Yeah, that's already a lot better start for Kaninana than last game.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference, right? That's one probe that's constantly regenerating shields. That's like kind of like removing like 200 hit points basically over the course of time.
And he just lost another one as well. So this is going really well for Kaninana now. He's holding this off really well. Still no spawning pool, and Zozo obviously is building up an army at home, which is, I say building up an army, starting to try to build up an army.
Yeah, but he's gone up to 170 minerals. Something went down there. That's
that was definitely another drone. probe. So
Another probe. Okay. Yeah, and there's
yeah,
a spawning pool. It's quicker than last game.
so three
So
probes down and no drones down yet.
yeah. So not only is he holding this, but he's also managed to mine a little bit more in between the
Yeah,
pockets of rest he gets. And now that hatchery is actually looking like a good thing. You know, he's going to have plenty of larvae and 2 bases to mine off of at some point, if he
yeah.
ever breaks out of this, which I assume he's going to. It's just going so well so far.
The problem with this is that all his drones now are very low. So he has the same problem as last time. So as soon as they get down to where a single hit can take them out, then yeah, it's going to be problematic. As another drone goes down, actually, it looks like Cannon is going to be able to hold this off quite easily.
Yeah, they're
Here,
only in the orange for the most part, so they're not super low.
yeah, and Zerglings are on the way.
Yeah, 2 things on the way, you're right. He's actually snuck in a drone there as well, so he's got a fresh drone out on the map.
That's nice.
4 lings now.
So, I think Canonana's going to hold this.
Yeah, but this probe Ryko, like, you can't stack Zerglings, right? So in a way, like, the Zerglings do worse than the drones do.
Yeah.
But if he's fighting with drones, that's a different story, so.
Yeah, it looks like the drones are coming out to help the Zerglings here, so... yeah. Ooh. So another one goes down. And Canonana's still behind on workers, but he does have that extra hatch up.
Yeah, his probes are all staggered as well.
Yeah.
So that's a hold for sure.
Oh, nicely done. We are going to get a series here. I thought for a moment we were going to get like 3 games of successful probe rushes, which would have been disappointing for Canonana, but...
Worker count is even, so I'm going to guess that means that Zozo's probably mined more in total.
Yes.
And he's certainly got more tech, although that tech's not really a thing for Zerg. Zozo
No,
picking off the remainder of the Zerglings.
you just need...
Next 2 go back home.
Yeah, you just need more and more Zerglings out here for Canonana. So... Canada normally does like to get roaches though. So I wonder if that's going to be a tactic here.
Yeah, and it does look like the Overlord was able to spot the Stalker, so Canonana does have that knowledge that Stalkers are probably on the way, and I'm not sure what unit he chooses to go against Stalkers, but I'm hoping it's a lot of Speedlings or something.
Yeah,
As that'll do
Speedlings.
very well versus the Stalker Immortal we're probably going to see out of Zozo.
Yeah, Speedlings are generally very good against that, but Roaches also hold their own unless you get lots of Immortals in there, where Immortals are more of a problem for Roaches and more vulnerable to Speedlings.
Yeah. You always do a mix of the 2 as well.
Yeah. It does look
Robo
like...
is on the way for Zozo.
Yeah, and we know the follow-up for this. He's going to try to do Warp Prism Micro all over the place.
Yeah, which can be very effective, actually.
Yeah.
Speed will be done before he pushes out, which is good news for Canonana.
Yep.
Does lose a Scoutling, but gets a little bit of information.
Yeah, he knows that Stalkers are on the way. Don't think he has the knowledge of the Warp Prism or possible Immortals coming yet, but...
Yeah, I don't think he scouted the robotics facility at all. No, he didn't.
Yeah, there are a lot of lings on the board now. 32 lings. And...
Yeah, that's a lot of lings with speed.
Oh,
3rd hatch is on the
yeah.
way, so if he does survive, it's going to be looking good for him. Losing another Scoutling, though. Those do add up over time.
Yeah, you just keep sending them out. I think I speak to, was it Ratosh who says that like it's easier just to send Speedlings out as we see the engagement now. As a bunch of them get surrounded, but the surrounds aren't going to make too much of a difference because of the Warp Prism Micro, but still those Stalkers are getting pretty hurt. So I think that's quite a win for Canonana actually to push that back.
Yeah, not actually sure how many Stalkers went down there, if any.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a lot of damage coming out of the Zerglings.
Yeah. So 2 more Stalkers down, and here comes the... And the Stalkers are getting hideously split up.
Yeah,
Which...
More Prism can't follow all of them.
Yeah, which is bad news because obviously you want your warp prism to pick up all the stalkers, but if they're in different places, then yeah, you can't do that.
You don't even want to be trading evenly or effectively. You want to be getting the kill move here as Zozo, as it is 3 based on 1.
Yeah. And the
Immortal
Immortals.
does arrive,
No.
but Immortal
Oh,
is not what you want
no,
versus Mass
yeah.
Speed thing.
No.
Yeah. I'm loving the reaction by Kenny Nana. The
Yeah.
fact that he went this high speeding build is something I've always wanted bots to do versus this composition.
Yeah. So it's very difficult for Zozo to really do a lot against this. And Speedlings are going into the main, as we see. Oh, that's going to be game, surely. Yeah, these Speedlings are just destroying everything in the main.
Oh my gosh, the effectiveness of those probes fighting though. I've never seen like 16 lings go into a mineral line and the probes are doing better than the lings themselves.
Ah, yeah, they're just all stacked so heavily in the corner there. But yeah, I mean, eventually they're going to go down.
Yeah, because there was a lot more in the 16 lings.
Yeah.
But the first batch he handled very well.
Alright, I'm calling this a win for Kaninana. It's going to be 1-1.
Yeah, well done, Kenny Nana.
Oh. So it looks
I gotta
like...
admit, I thought this was gonna be. I don't know how these bots could do against each other, but I thought it was gonna be a quick 3-0 for Zozo.
Yeah.
In the past, when we've seen weaknesses in Candy Nana, it's always been his
Yeah.
effectiveness versus cheese, we'll say. So
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a quick 3-0 for someone. I wasn't sure which one, but you know, it's good that it's gone to 1-1 now. All right, we are on to game number 3, and this one is going to be on Berlingrad. Let me know when you're ready on that one.
Yep, it's loading up the replay as we speak.
Me too. That's good.
Berlingrad.
Yeah, one of the bigger maps in the pool. I wonder if that's going to make a difference into how long it takes Zozo to get across the map. But
Yeah, this is a larger rush distance, that's for sure.
yeah.
Our previous map was maybe the shortest rush distance, which you'd think it would favor Zozo, but he lost. So it really comes down to the micro more than like arriving 3 seconds earlier or
Yeah,
later, I think.
yeah. I think the
I'm good to go
way.
when you are.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, up in the top of Berlingrad, looking to continue a short winning streak. It is Kaninala.
Just forget the left rights, just the
Yeah,
top.
yeah, yeah,
And in the bottom right, we got the blue Protoss. It is Zozo. He's got his 100 minerals, which means he's on his way.
There we go. Yeah, I think last time we saw Kaninala was able to just really stack the drones up, sorry, and just take down a few drones there. So I think it's all down to how well he can get the stack and how well that works for him.
Yeah, and even though you're constantly mineral walking, there is still a concept of getting like a concave. Just sometimes when you're fighting around a corner, just the probes are getting off their attacks faster than the drones. Like there's little minor effects that make a big difference when
Yeah,
both bots are doing very similar mineral walk micro.
yeah. So engagement happens, and it might just be a bit of a phony war for a little bit. But we'll see. Yep, nothing down yet. It
No,
does,
but it drained the shields pretty quickly out of
yeah.
Zozo.
It does look like Canada's getting a bit of a decent hit on there. So.
Oh, there was one probe.
One probe down. And the drone down as well. It's 1-1. I don't think Canada's really getting as much minerals as he had last time, though. He still hasn't got enough for a spawning pool.
Yeah, only at 75. I think he's around 130 last time.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, okay, now we are seeing some deep red on the drones. This is not looking good for Canada, I gotta say.
No.
He did get the pro kill, which is nice, fair in game 1, but I think he's actually losing more hit points in game 1, despite killing a probe.
Yeah. This is not looking good.
Both sides have lost 2 workers now.
Yeah, I'm really not seeing this for Kananana.
It's actually regenerated some hit points. Some of them are back in the orange again, which is nice.
Yeah. Oh, and
but yeah, Yeah. The minerals is only at 115 now. I think he'd have gotten the spawning pool started around this time last time.
Yeah, easily, I think, if not before.
So 4 probes down, 3. Oh, no, now 4 drones
Yeah,
down.
it's 4 and 4. So even money on there, and yeah,
Advance.
I think it's just too late. I think Zozo has held him off from building that spawning pool long enough that
I
even
like how these
if
green drones arrive and then they just get zapped instantly. He's like, no one's allowed to be green here.
yeah, sorry guys.
Everyone's gonna be red. Yeah. At this point, even if he recovers, I think Zozo is just transitioning too quickly now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at the mineral
I feel
mining
like,
rates. You've got like 900 minerals per minute compared to 160. You know, it's
yeah, Cybercore's almost done. Second gateway on the way.
yeah. So that's going to be very, very difficult for Caninana to hold.
Hey, let's get another 2 more probes. Okay.
Okay.
There's progress being made here. Pool started. We got some more mining coming in.
Yeah, no, it's
That was a really good engagement, that last one there.
yeah,
He picked
definitely.
up, I think, 3 probes to 0.
Yeah. Okay, so he's
I
got a
was
lot.
just getting ready to call it, and now it feels pretty even again.
Feels like Caninana's kind of back in the game, but I still think that there's going to be a huge number of Protoss units on their way over pretty soon. I don't know how ready Caninana is for that.
Well, he's got 2 hatch. He's got a spawning pool about to complete.
Yeah.
2 stalkers on the way now. I wonder if they'll come. I wonder if they join the fight if the probes are still doing their thing,
I don't know. Like,
or because I've never seen the probe harass last up until stalkers are out on the field.
they'll probably get there and say, "Leave it to the pros, guys," and then probably die. Well, so there is a couple of Zerglings out.
Yeah, that should be the end of this.
Yeah.
Don't believe either of those probes will make it back home. But he may end up losing these 4 links to the stalkers. We'll have to see if they keep going or not.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just 1 Zergling remaining. Yeah. And Zerglings are slightly faster than probes, although, wait a minute.
No, the Zergling's gonna go back.
I like how the probe's like, no, I still got this. I'll still chase the Zergling when he
I mean,
retreats.
this is the most exciting, biggest fight we're gonna see, guys. It's like one Zergling
Probe
against a
harass or
probe.
die trying.
Oh. Yeah. Meanwhile, so there's 4 stalkers out, and this battle's
Stalkers,
still going on.
zealots, the robotics facility's done.
Yeah.
Worker count's looking nice for up to 25 drones now for Caninana.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder how long this little battle here is going to go on for. It's just playing tag, yeah.
Well, it's actually a big
You're
deal.
it.
Like it looks like a meme, but it's also like I think what started everything for Caninana last game was he ran a scoutling into the opponent's base and saw stalkers,
Yeah.
and that's made him go mass speedling. If he never actually gets to scout, which the stalkers are coming down, he hasn't scouted yet.
Yeah, this is. Oh no! They've spoilt their game. Oh, they were playing so fun. Why'd you have to do that?
Yeah, but Link Production's only starting now.
Yeah.
So 6 Lings on the way. One of them is actually going to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Burrow's not going to be very helpful. I think that was probably a Burrow Roach play he wanted to go for and then changed his mind when he saw the stalkers.
So that group is still going out, and yeah, there's just not as much here for Caninana this time. The Zerglings are going down pretty fast.
Yeah, Queen goes down. That's a big deal.
So
now he did get slaughtered last time, so this doesn't mean Caninana is out of it just because it's looking worse than last game.
Yeah.
He does have 2 base economy, and he can make a lot of Zerglings off of that. But the Queens for injects is going to be very important.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to lose those.
I'm just obsessed with this little drone here that's still part of the army. He's still going.
Oh, the burrow for the drones, that's actually coming in handy.
Yeah. Oh god.
Okay, 1 stalker goes down. Yeah.
Yeah. So his probe is still alive. And it
It's on
looks
the
like,
fight.
yeah, the probe is still in the fight. He's going. He's not scared of no one. No, he's still alive. Oh god, this probe here is brilliant. Meanwhile, Zozo is pretty
Yeah.
much slaughtering all these Zerglings. It
So
doesn't
while
look.
you're watching the probe, he did lose 3 stalkers in the back of the natural base.
No,
So,
he's died.
oh,
No. Oh, his spirit will live on, guys. It's fine. Oh, that was the hero probe, but oh, it's
the engagement decision making is a little bit off for Kaninana.
yeah,
The Lings run in, and then some of them die, and then he's like, okay, now I need to retreat.
yeah,
You gotta be a little bit more committal when you run in. You gotta stick with it.
yeah. Especially with Zerglings, it's like trying to get
Nice
that
little save
immortal.
with the immortal there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, this is looking very good for Kaninana or for Zozo.
yeah.
Couple of
So
queen. Looks like a couple of stalkers will go down once again.
yeah,
No, just one.
nope. So yeah, I think this is it
Yeah.
for Zozo now. I think we
Yeah,
call
that's
it.
too much.
There's too much here for Zozo.
Yeah, the one time speedlings is terrible versus this type of composition is when you don't have enough speedlings.
Yeah,
Because then you just get picked away at range and there's not much you can do about it.
yeah. It's not good. I think Zozo was just able to keep Kananana at bay with the probe brush um, for long enough to just kind of like stop that Zergling production. Also, I wonder if stopping the Zergling from getting to the other side of the map maybe played into that
It was
because you could
huge.
see, yeah,
Absolutely huge. He built his first 6 Zerglings when the stalkers were halfway across the map.
yeah,
If he scouted those on the ramp, like say 2 minutes earlier, and then just built up that batch of 30 lings like he did in the previous game, he would have been in such good shape.
yeah, yeah. All right, I am good to go on game 3 if you are ready.
I am ready.
Or should I say game 4?
Game 4, yeah.
Counting today. All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, down in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside and Out, it is Kaninana.
And in the top right, looking to close out the series of 2-1, it is Zozo. Wait, is this best of 7 or best of 5?
Best of 5.
Best of 5, yeah. Looking to
Yeah,
close out the series, it's Zozo.
yeah, we only go up to
Yeah.
best of 5s, so doing a best of 7 is. I don't know. Do we
So,
want to do best of 7s in finals at all? Because I get the feeling that we probably could at some point, but I don't know.
yeah, maybe not for third place match, but
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so I guess we can say that one probe actually single-handedly won the game last time, right?
yeah. He
He was the
was a
one who
hero.
prevented the scout.
I
If
was
he
there at
died
the
to the
end.
Zergling, then the scout happens. If he ran away from the Zergling, the scout happens. The fact that he stood his ground
Yeah,
is what allowed the stalkers to come in unnoticed.
yeah. He ain't afraid of nothing. So yeah, see the engagement happening. See if there's any significant losses. I don't think we're going to see anything too early.
The probe's got a little bit split up. They're attacking from 2 sides now. I'm not sure what sort of effect that will have. We'll have to see.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they're retreating the other way off the
Oh no.
hatchery, so I think he did lose a probe quickly there.
Yeah, he's lost 2, I think.
Yeah, he has.
So.
So he's mineral walking probably to a mineral patch in his own base. So you click on that, that doesn't give you a decision of which side of the hatchery you're gonna retreat on. And that's a third probe. That's 3-0 now. Looking very good for Kaninana.
Yeah,
And Kaninana's got a lot of minerals too. He's already up to 160.
Yeah,
Last game he hadn't reached 100 at this point.
Yeah, he can probably afford the spawning pool this early, which means that Zergling's going to be out early, which means that you're going to have some fun.
Usually you don't call a game before the spawning pool is built, but I'm really sensing a game 5 is going to be in our future here. It's looking very good for Kaninana.
I think this splitting.
There goes the spawning pool.
Yeah. I think this splitting around the hatchery with the probes is what's doing it for Zozo.
Yeah. It's interesting because they end up in like uneven numbers on either side.
Yeah.
Like Kainana thinks he's sending enough probes, but he's sending like 6 drones to deal with one probe, but then on the other side he's outnumbered, and so it's interesting dynamic both ways. But
Yeah.
yeah, 5 kills to 0 now. It's just looking great for Kenny Nana.
Yeah. This is. He doesn't quite have the cash for extra Zerglings at the moment, so he's being prevented there a little bit. But
Yeah, I'm not sure what Cody has to like pull back and stack up a mineral patch, but sometimes he like really is scared of just you know half
yeah,
of the counts of probes. I'm not sure why. He permanently stacks up.
yeah.
And that problem is you're not fighting, you're not moving shields, and you're not mining. So, but things are
got
looking good now. Now he's fighting.
yeah, got to do one of the two. We've got 4 Zerglings on the way, so they're going to be coming out, and I think it's pretty much over. So yeah, so I think the probe rush is over definitely.
Yeah. And these probes could deal with these Zerglings if they were synced up on their shield regen.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, they just, one of them gets full shields and attacks while all the rest of them are running away. And you don't want to be fighting Zerglings
yeah,
one at a time with probes.
yeah,
But we've seen it in the past where Zerglings get absolutely murdered by the mineral walking ability of workers.
yeah. If you can micro them properly and get them out of there and regen the shields, then Zerglings are going to have a very tough time.
That is a Zergling in the base who sees the Stalker. I
Oh,
might be a couple seconds ahead of you. I'm going to pause. But he does see the
no, no, no.
Stalker.
Yeah, I think we were exactly right, so it's fine.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye on the stream to make sure my clock's only like 4
Yeah,
seconds ahead for stream
yeah,
delay.
yeah, yeah. No, no, it's all good.
So I think this is even better than game 2 for Kenny Nana.
Yeah.
So everything so far is looking very, very good.
So he's throwing out more and more Zergling. Speed is on the way, I think. Almost. No, not
Not,
quite.
but
Not
he's up
quite.
to 85,
Yeah,
88 minute
yeah.
gas. So he's about to start at any moment here.
There we go. It's starting now, so...
There'll still be plenty of time before the first Immortal's out.
Yeah.
Or I guess the Warp Prism is the cue to attack.
Yeah, as long as he gets a Warp Prism, I think he's good to go. The Immortals are just extras.
Those probes are still in offense, by the way. They're like, we're not going back to
Yeah.
mine. We're still in this.
All these, 6 Zerglings like, no, no, run away, run away, run away.
Yeah, now we got one probe attacking 5 Zerglings, not just one.
It's like, that's some balls right there.
Maybe he dies here.
Oh, no, no, no.
He's got full shields. He's gonna be going for it.
Oh. There we go. Down. That's a lot of Zerglings.
Mm-hmm.
And speed is like 2/3 done at the moment, so yeah. It's going to be well on time.
Scatling just checking the third base just to be sure. And now he's going to see the Zealot and the Stalkers, and he didn't have a tag, but I think he even saw the War Prism as well.
Yeah, he saw the Zealots, and I think he saw the Stalkers earlier, so he doesn't actually tag that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Nothing but lings on the production tab. Speed has just finished.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be the best case scenario for Kenny Nana. It's going to require some beautiful micro.
I mean, it's not bad, but no, it's never going to be enough there, unfortunately. So.
Well, you say that, but very good start.
Yeah.
I think he lost a Zealot and 1 Stalker and picked off a lot of Lings, but just double the economy, man. The Lings are never going to stop coming.
Yeah. I mean, these Stalkers are just going to get split up more and more, and as soon as they get split up, they're dead.
Yeah, basically. This time they're getting split, they're getting surrounded, they're getting cornered.
Yeah.
Immortal doesn't arrive, but Immortals are not good versus Zerglings.
No.
A lot of Stalkers falling. Absolutely murdered. Okay, that second fight was all Kenny Nana.
Yeah, this is not looking good now, and Kenny Nana's got a 3rd base up. No workers at it yet, but...
And every time I look at the production tab, I see like 16 Zerglings in production, so he's keeping up on his injects, his bots can do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing bots are very, perfect at. It's just, keeping up with injects, building everything you possibly can.
Yeah.
So
a big deal in the last game was that the queens are joining the fight. The queens are dying, which means the injects were not on point.
yeah.
But now not only is it perfect injects, but there's also 3 bases of perfect injects.
Injects.
So
Alright, so yeah, this is just absolute destruction here. The Immortal is surrounded as he gets picked up. That's good. Ooh, is
nice
that
micro.
Yeah, like...
His armory size actually got bigger during that fight, so
Oh, that's
a lot of
horrible.
stuff lost a lot of hit points. So yeah, there goes the stalker right away.
Yeah, and two Immortals surrounded. One gets picked up, and the other doesn't.
I can save them both,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
still a lot of links. Huh.
Yeah. I mean, Zozo's putting up a good fight.
Yeah, he is.
I just don't see him pushing through is the problem.
Yeah. Still 16 links. I look at the production tab.
Of course. Why would you not have that?
The units loss is actually kind of evenish too, so that's not good for Zozo either.
No.
Like eventually he's gonna run out of steam. He really needs to be killing, not like keeping things balanced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or expanding if that was in the bot. That would be helpful as well.
Yeah. I mean the whole.
Round's looking good this time.
Oh, that's superb. I don't think these Immortals are going to get picked up, right? No, they're dead.
Yeah, there's a very good surround after that. 2 of them went down.
Yeah, I think the Warp Prism had his mind on other things. So
Yeah,
this...
very separated as well. Another Immortal getting picked off across the map.
Yeah,
and I think that's more or less it.
And now we're going to see the things rushing into the main. And here they go. And there's no Warp Prism for you guys. Yeah. Alright, I am going to call it here, guys. We are going to go to a game 5.
Zozo doing the game 5s in this tournament.
Yeah. They never like to do it easy, do they?
It is so impressive though when I watch how his probes fight the Zerglings.
Yep.
If he ever got flooded with 12 lings, I think he would kill them all without losing a single probe. Unfortunately, he's getting flooded with like 50 lings, so it doesn't matter how good his micro is.
Yeah, that's it's pretty crazy. Like say, if you can get the Warp Prism micro perfect, you can be so efficient with that because you're hardly taking any damage and you're able to just take pot shots at whatever you like. But unfortunately, with that many lings, it doesn't work as well. So, all right, let me know when you're ready to go.
Yeah, it's slowing the replay right now.
Cool.
Okay, I'm all set.
Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. In our final game, looking to take the 3rd place, it is Kaninana.
And in the bottom left, we have the blue Protoss. It is Zozo. So he likes to mine those 150 minerals so he can get the next probe and a pylon, and then it's time to go. He's even got it like mastered where he starts sending the probes just so that like as the money's coming in.
Yeah.
He knows how much like minerals are in the hands of his probes. He's got it so exact.
Yeah, it's like, we got this, boys. So I kind of feel sorry for like the probes of Zozo having to walk all the way across the map, or probably levitate. Don't know, they have...
We do have a shorter rush distance map here, so
And I wonder...
we'll see the drone.
Almost. I thought it was going to block it.
Yeah. I'm not even sure who would be good for it. That might be good for Kaninana if he blocked that.
That would be very good for Kaninana if he could get the block on there.
Yeah. Obviously, the follow-up wouldn't be as strong, but the ability to put down a spawning pool right now would be a big deal.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd finish this attack so much earlier.
Alright, so this looks like it's going pretty well for Kaninana at the moment. Like, nothing down just yet, but a couple of probes in the red.
He's mined quite a bit. He's already up to 125 minerals. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the hit points, nothing in the red. Yeah, you're right. Down there goes a probe.
Yeah, probe down. Ooh. And this, this could be a close one.
I wonder if Kaninana's author was specifically coding his worker rush defense in anticipation of this match.
A lot of people are now, but yeah, it's
Like
Unfortunately,
before the last update, he probably thought he was going to lose to Eris, so he might have been
yeah.
thinking like, "Hey, who am I facing in the third place match?" He might put some work into this.
Yeah, yeah. So it's doing pretty well. And spawning pool is almost up. So
I do want to give credit to his author, but I can't remember who the author Kainana is. Is
Hatosh.
it Radosh?
Hatosh,
Okay,
yes. I think
okay.
that's how you pronounce it. Is it Hatosh?
That's a
Yes. Portuguese. So, or is it Brazilian? I think. So yeah,
that's also
Portuguese.
Portuguese. So that makes
Yes,
sense.
yes, Portuguese language, but I think Hatosh is actually from Brazil. So, done a
So R make H noises
very
sometimes in Portuguese. Never knew that.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, so it does look like a pretty decent start from Kananana.
Yeah.
4 probes down and not a single drone killed just yet.
Yeah, he's at 20 minerals at the moment. Once he hits 50, he will be able to start making zerglings.
Yep.
He's got probably 50 in the hands of his drones, but he needs to actually return the money.
Yeah, there we go. Almost there.
40, 45, 50. There we go.
Yeah,
First zerglings.
we're getting some zerglings there. So yeah, this is looking really, really good for Kananana.
His last, I mean, not quite as good as last game, but last game was absolute perfection. It's still
Yeah.
looking extremely good for Kainana.
Oh,
First two lings are out.
yeah. Oh, and a few.
Oh wow, that ling just killed 2 probes instantly.
Yeah, and then he's going to get a third one and probably the fourth. Oh wait, there's 3 there, isn't there? Yep, there we go. It wouldn't shock me to see all of these dead before they get to the base.
Interesting, we have a zealot first out of
Yeah.
Zozo.
Okay.
If that got scouted as a zealot and not a stalker, that might have caused a different reaction from Kaninana.
Yeah.
But now there's a stalker, which is also scouted by the Overlord.
Yeah. So just this 1 probe there, and he is dead. Okay. I'm not sure because I haven't seen the tag so far from Kaninana, so
He
don't
may
know.
be tagging on allied chat, so it might be like
Yeah.
random whose view of the
Yeah.
replay we
Yeah.
have downloaded.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
I did notice that too. Is like the Overlord's not doing the tag. Does he actually have to see it with the Zergling for it to click in?
we'll
We'll
see
find out right
now.
now, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh no,
Yeah, yes, we're probably
it's
on
probably
the
on the ally.
replay
Yeah.
is probably created by
Yeah.
the
So
Zozo spot.
we wouldn't see the tags, but there are a lot of Zerglings. So this is. Well, apparently, Atosh is saying that the worker defense is quite old, but it's been slightly adjusted apparently. So, but whatever it is, it's done the trick.
Yeah.
Looking in very, very good position here. Is getting Burrow, and yeah, a few more Zerglings on the way. But we do have the move out from the Warp Prism and Stalkers.
Yeah, but no drones in sight on the production tab, which I very much like, which means it's all, well, okay, as I say that too, builds 2 drones. But
Yeah,
a lot of Zerglings being built.
yeah, they're
May
on
have
the
even
way.
intended to build the Zerglings for offensive reasons. It looks like he kind of pushed out there.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a push out. So I don't know if he's
But they
gonna.
certainly work on defense as well.
Yes. All right. So let's see how much Zozo can get done. Honestly, like this ramp is pretty good for Zozo for the Stalkers. So
Yeah, it's so wide open at the bottom
yeah,
ramp. I feel like the stalkers are gonna get split up, and yes, they are
yeah.
getting split up, and the warp prism cannot cover everything.
There we go.
So one stalker in the north is actually going to survive.
Yeah.
I thought it would go down as it got split from the group, but did not get finished off.
So yeah, it's a big army here from Zozo, but it's not losing a lot. And a lot of these Zerglings are going down pretty quickly.
Yeah, Micro's beautiful. Zerglings are kind of derping a bit.
Yeah.
Actually getting it on the queen, killing that queen would be a big deal. Okay, that's nice.
There we go.
Not sure how Kainana manages his queens, but if that prevents injects, that's going to be a huge deal for
Yeah,
Spencer,
these
oh my gosh.
these circlings aren't doing much at all.
Yeah, and the stalker count's gotten quite large now. Now
Yeah.
it's getting to the point where you need a lot of links. Oh my
And
goodness, I think he's done it.
wow.
How did Zozo do? No, oh, he just lost
No,
two
no,
stalkers.
no.
I keep jinxing people.
There you go. As soon as he says he's done it, it's like, no, he's lost stalkers, but it's still in a very good position. Another queen goes down. This hatchery is pretty much forfeit. And
Yeah, it might actually be good if the hatchery goes down, especially if he times the attack when the broodlings come.
yeah.
Because this running up and down the
So
ramp we saw in game 3 did not
yeah.
work out well for those Zerglings. Surrounding
So
two more stalkers going down.
yeah, that's gonna
And
be
looks like
good.
he's going to retreat once more up the ramp. Nope, a little indecisive. Lings
Yep.
are dying. One queen goes
Queen's
down.
dying. Yep. Another
Another
queen's
queen
gonna
goes down.
go down. Yep. And another queen just walking out here. I think the queens are on a command to put the injects in, even if the base is under siege like that. So
Yeah, that could be it.
yeah.
And there weren't that
All
many
right.
lings, and they didn't attack the broodlings.
Yeah, I think we've done it.
I think we have our third place victor.
Congratulations, Zozo. I think you've done it, my boy. Hugely impressive. Both these bots are definitely hugely impressive bots. Done brilliantly to get to this stage, but it is Zozo who will take our third place trophy home. Congratulations, Zozo. Yeah, it's been really good to see. So
Yeah, that was an impressive series. Well done,
yeah,
both bots.
yeah. Oh, so right. Anyway, one sec. My camera's acting up. But yeah, congratulations, Zozo. It's and there is a prize for that,
Very
I
useful.
think.
So with like 400 gas in the bank when he lost there, it's like, well, that could have been an extra
I think
16 Zerglings, right? Or
yeah.
however many that works out, if my math is right.
I don't know. I will check that out in a moment. Um, so I just sort that out in one sec. But yeah, no, like and when we had the last tournament, like Zozo really came in as purely just a kind of like pro brush bot, and that was pretty much it. And if he didn't get the pro brush done, it was like that. It pretty much game over. And
Mhm.
now we see him as like he's got he's got a backup to it, and he's more using that pro brush as kind of like a way to bring in the kind of like bring in his other strategy with the warp prism rather than just kind of like a simple pro brush.
Yeah. You working on your webcam there?
I am, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. My webcam just decided to play up at the wrong moment. Um,
Yeah, I mean, obviously the pro when it was only pro brush, it was much more it was stronger, right? Because he wasn't, mining for the pylon first. He wasn't leaving probes at home. It was
yeah,
like much more all in. But
definitely.
yeah, I like this change a lot because even when it's not successful, it lasts for so long that like you got like a cyber and two gateways and a stalker by the time he finally deals with the drones
Yeah,
with the probes. I mean,
absolutely.
um, like I'm thinking from the series from yesterday, like Ketroc had just cleaned it up, but then like six stalkers were crossing the map. It's like, yeah, that's not a good cleanup. It's followed immediately by six stalkers.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's take a look at our final, shall we?
Mhm.
First up, it is Eris, the number one seed, 2200 elo, win rate insane 90% plus. Hasn't lost a map this entire tournament. Uh, Pretty much destroyed everyone that's put in his path except for one. Um, there was one map which he pretty much lost but didn't lose. So I think kind of like taking a taking a map off of Eris is an impressive feat. Um, he's done so well, and like ever evolving as well, because he's come into this tournament. He's brought in the new kind of like swarm host strategy as well, and added that to his repertoire, and it's just so much more scary now.
Yeah. That feels like a contribution from Paul. He just seems like more the swarm host sort of guy. That would be my guess. It is
Definitely,
a team now between Rasper and Paul.
yeah, absolutely, and yeah, and here it is, your bot, Ketroc, by Ketroc, obviously. Third seed for the tournament. Pretty impressive. You yourself, you've only lost one map right up to the semi-final where you came through a very close semi-final against Zozo. So
Mhm.
yeah, um, I get the feeling that just taking a single map off of Eris is an achievement. Do you think you can do it?
I think so. I have two builds set up for this best of seven. I think one of them can deal with the swarm hosts. The other one's probably
Yeah.
going to get shredded by it. And in a standard play, I think both these builds have a shot. They're like 50-50. So
Yeah.
I don't think I'm the favorites, but I would not be surprised if I take uh, the series, and I'd be shocked if he sweeps me. I think I need to be at least be the spoiler again,
Yeah. Yeah, you
because
can't have a
last
perfect
tournament he
tournament.
had a perfect record too until the finals.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you can't have the perfect 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, and then take every single map. That's not allowed. I think
Yeah.
Micro Machine done it once, and that's the only time it's been done. So um, yeah. All right, let's get into game for our final, shall we? Let me know
Hmm.
when you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
All
One thing
right.
I'm worried about is if what if Eris prepared something special for me.
That's always a
Last
chance.
tournament we had -0 as my lead blocker. He's like, this -0 is the one you really need to worry about. Forget about
Yeah.
Ketroc. But this time, he might have been concentrating a little bit more on how does he perform versus my bot.
All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. And we are underway in our finals. Down the bottom left of Inside and Out, it is our number one seed, our current champion, unbeaten in the tournament. It is Eris.
And in the top right, we have the blue Terran, who is not unbeaten. It is Ketroc.
Yeah, I feel more kind of like tested by steel. So you've had the kind of like hard test already for your bot, so your bot's gonna be more battle hardened, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like the best NFL team always loses in the playoffs because they don't have a challenge
Yeah,
until they face a strong team. Or like the other team actually wins is the one who has a battle every single week and
yeah.
has to, know what they're made of.
So I think you're going with the Raven strategy. Um, yeah, strategy Ravens. So
Yeah, so this is the build I'm hoping I don't face Stormhost with. I'm not even sure if he's going to use the Stormhost build versus me. I have no idea what's going to happen, but
yeah,
I felt like this build is a little bit stronger on the larger maps. So that's the maps I'm going to test it out on.
this is a pretty big map, so you know
Yeah.
it's always good. So I think both these bots have a little bit of a early gentleman's agreement. No rush, boys.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty safe for Zerg to go straight 3 hatch with the speed mining.
Yeah,
We haven't really tested how safe it is because there's not really a good Terran bot who puts on pressure. We've seen human players put on pressure, and that'd be a big problem for Eris.
yeah.
Um,
It's something where you think like he can be weak, and you probably think you can exploit it, but anyone that's tried to exploit it has kind of like come up a bit short.
yeah, like I'm saying that, like, are you going 3 hatch before pool? Okay, I'll just all in you. Like that's what I
Yeah,
did with my
yeah,
bot, and oh my gosh, it does not work. He holds it so easily. He's just
yeah.
like, okay, I see
It's
that coming.
crazy.
Let me cancel the third. Let me throw down a couple spines, and now you're dead.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So
Yeah, he does spot that I'd have taken a fast expansion, so he should feel pretty safe to expand. However, he's not taking the third, which makes me
yeah,
feel, is this going to be the fast Nidus play?
I think it is. I don't think he likes to take the third if he's going for that night display. Um,
Yeah, he's still
yeah,
mining gas, taking a
yeah,
second gas even. I
yeah.
imagine there's probably going to be, yeah, there's a
It
layer
does
on the
look
way
like
at the
yeah.
natural.
There's coming up. So
Oh
interesting
boy.
choice. Oh,
Okay, so this build's never actually made it to the ladder, so I actually have no clue how my build will do against Swarm hosts, but I suspect not so good. I don't know.
yeah. I mean,
We'll see.
in theory, if you can get enough auto turrets down, it might be able to hold up okay. But yeah.
Like the word locust is not written in my bot anywhere. No bot has
Ah,
ever used Swarm hosts before, so I've never written anything to defend against them. So anything that happens will just be like luck from generic code,
Yeah.
and things do go well. This strategy, I kind of like play it more turtley, so I like to get like siege tanks and planetaries and just kind of slowly expand and work up to that giant Raven cloud.
Yeah.
So
So
maybe that could work out well.
yeah, if you get down to there, then in theory it should be okay. You've got PF up already, but that's probably not going to help you immediately because the swarm hosts do like to just swan it straight into the main, or at least take out this third.
So I do have a trick that I use as a human player against
Yeah.
Swarm Host where I throw down an auto turret right as he launches the Swarm Host, or just as it launches the Locust, so then all the Locusts land on the auto turret and don't go
Ah,
like flying into your main base or something.
yeah.
And I wonder if that would happen by accident in this game. If he tries to launch the Locust into my main base, what happens if I throw down an auto turret? Will they all land outside the main base? We'll have
Yeah.
to find out.
So this little Zergling is running around in the third base, and these Marines are just sitting there completely oblivious to it, like just going like,
Yeah,
what Zergling, guys? I don't see anything."
the Ling did pick up a kill during that time. It
Yeah.
was interesting how my Marines do not care about it for some reason.
Yeah. So Nidus is on the way. I think we're going to see it down at this 3 o'clock base here.
Yeah, I assume the plan is to put it there and launch it into the main base. Although if he launches it at my planetary, that's not so bad either.
No.
Except that Eris is a bot. And unlike humans, he's probably going to focus on all my SCVs with like individual locust micro.
Yeah, Nidus is coming up. We have a couple of swarm hosts out, more on the way. So all the swarm hosts are trying to get into the Nidus. Like,
Yeah,
there we go.
all of them launching out. That's 12 locusts coming in towards the planetary, which just completes in the nick of time.
Oh, just about. See, I don't think this is going to be too bad for your bot here. Like, Ketroc's going to hold this, I think, quite easily. You might lose the refinery, but yeah, I don't think you're
Yeah.
going to lose much apart from that.
That is what I feared, though, is that he wasn't just going to let the May move into the planetary.
Yeah,
He did focus down STVs in the refinery, so he's actually getting kills instead of just,
yeah,
forcing a little bit of PF repair.
yeah. So,
But it's better than him launching it into my main base. If it was going to my main base, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
yeah. So the biggest problem here for Eris is he's not syncing up the locust too well. So,
Well, the first batch stays synced, so
yeah,
here that comes.
still, and the tank there is probably going to take out a few of them. So, yeah. So, these locusts really aren't getting a lot done, which is good.
And without +1 on the Banshees aren't able to one-shot the Locusts. I think 2 Banshees with +1 will be able to one-shot Locusts.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like a big deal, but basically that doubles the hit points of a Locust there.
Yeah. So, more locusts coming in. Yeah. So I think the tank is doing more damage to the refinery than the locusts are.
Yeah, probably.
More locusts coming in. Oh, and that tank is unsieged, which is probably a good thing for it.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my goodness. A tank is not long for this world.
Oh,
Next volley's gonna land on that tank, and then my own tank is just gonna kill steel.
yeah. It's like, sorry guys, you're infested with locusts, I have to take you out myself.
Meanwhile, in the background, we have half the map covered in creep. We got the third base taken by
Yeah.
Eris, and a fourth is on the way. Looks like Zergling's going to be blocking the expansions of Ketroc as well.
Yeah. Oh, and this bunch of locusts is just going to be completely distracted by the SCV. Oh. So yeah, borrow upgrade detected from Ketroc. Some Ling harass on the way from Eris, apparently. Oh, what is Locust doing? They're just sitting there in the air, just entirely distracted by this one heli and a auto turret.
Yeah, we have seen that happen before. Not sure what
Yeah,
causes that exactly. But the auto turret's also distracted by the locusts instead of killing
yeah.
the
So,
Nidus farm there.
so it's interesting. You've got like a Raven and a Banshee running around together. Like, is that kind of
Yeah,
planned,
little
or is it?
creep killing squad.
Yeah.
They have gotten
So,
separated from each other though, unfortunately.
yeah. So that's gonna try and keep this creep under a little bit of control, but uh,
Ketroc was able to actually establish a fourth base. It looks like he cleared up that Zergling somehow.
yeah. So that's good. I think the
Another
Raven.
Overlord gets spotted. That Hellion is very, very slowly killing a Nidus worm.
Yeah. Meanwhile, all these swarm hosts are just going to sit around here and don't know how much they're going to do.
Nidus worm is down. That's something.
Yep. It's a long walk for these space muffins across the map now.
Yeah, and even with a big locust wave together, landing in front of a planetary and 2 liberation zones, 2 siege tanks, those are some
Yeah.
very quickly killed off swarm hosts.
Yeah. Ooh, it's very difficult to push into this third base here. Ugh. Yeah. Some nice fungals, but again, it's just... it's literally the Terran wall. You run into, like, you run into planetaries, tech tanks...
It's 12 o'clock.
Ooh.
We do have locusts attacking an unprotected base,
nice.
somewhat undefended.
But yeah.
Oh, and there goes the fourth base. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's the base that the Ketroc really needed.
Yeah.
And with the tanks and liberators already there, he probably would have held it if that planetary was complete in time.
Yeah. So he is rebuilding it. And this is not going to go up, looks like.
Yeah, because like Ketroc is trying to go Mass Raven, and the one thing you need is a lot of gas to do that.
Yeah.
So if you can't even get a fourth, this game is going to be over very quickly.
Well, it's saying that the locusts are on the way in. The liberators are able to take out 4 at a time. But yeah, that's still a lot left. Let's just take a look at the losses tab. So yeah, slightly more losses for Ketroc, but obviously less gas.
Yeah, I guess the other thing is this Raven build is supposed to be going for cost efficiency, but can you win a cost efficiency battle versus Locusts, attacking you all game long?
Yeah.
Which are basically free units.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be tough. Creep squad remove 7 tumors. So the Banshee and Raven are specifically like just a creep clearing squad. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool little feature added. They just kind of like roam the map, like going along the edge of the creep. So
Yeah.
it works well until the queens get out there and deal
Yeah.
with them. Banshee's a little too aggressive, I think, so it ends up dying often to like hydras and queens and stuff.
I'm saying that.
Oh, these infestors getting caught.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
That's quite big. That's like.
That's a lot of gas down the drain. Alright, that's an aggressive command center out of Ketroc, building it right in front of a whole ton of locusts.
Yeah, that's probably not going to go up. It's nice. Well, you say it's not going to go up. Definitely not going to go up.
Yeah, I think that's the 12 o'clock going to go up. The one he built in front of Storm Host at 3 o'clock, not so much.
Yeah. So I do remember last tournament, the way Eris did get beaten a few times was he mined out the map and was quite cost inefficient. It's certainly possible that he could do that again, so you wouldn't need as many bases, but at the moment he is being a little bit more efficient, so... Military is not yet going up.
Yeah, it's not up yet, but the tanks and the Liberators are there. I think that's a well-fortified 4th base finally for Ketroc, so...
Yeah, things are looking good.
Not out of this game yet.
Okay, so Eris, meanwhile, at the 3 o'clock base is building his own, so very aggressive.
Ketroc trying to clear out the top left base of creep.
Yeah, you're gonna have problems there.
Yeah, and fresh creep tumor just came in and took it over again.
Yeah, and the Sky Terran here is just coming over, taking out this base. Nicely done.
Yep. So not get any of the swarm hosts, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure if Eris reproduces those, but if they go down, at least I don't have to worry about them anymore.
Yeah, so...
Nice Viper usage out of Eris is going to pick off a Raven with Parasitic Bomb.
There we go. There's a few more of those around, though. Oh, you can see the poor Hellion just got dove on and destroyed.
Yeah, worth it, though.
Yeah.
It means all these locusts aren't going to be...
Yeah.
Oh, Hellions can kite locusts pretty well. That's interesting out in the open.
Yeah. Hellions are normally pretty short range, so kiting is a bit of a problem with them, but probably slightly longer range than the locusts.
Yeah, they have a long animation time too, so even like a roach which you can outrange, if you stop to shoot, you're going to get shot back at.
Yeah.
Just because it takes so long to shoot. Looks like top left is going to be the Eris's domain.
Yeah, it's going to be where
I'm not sure where the 5th base is going to come out for Ketroc. A lot of spores there.
Yeah. I think you probably need to take that 3 o'clock area where all the swarm hosts are. But it looks like they're on the way. Oh, 14 tumors removed from there. Oh, that is not a best place for a building, Mr. STV. I get the sense you're going to have a bad time there. Oh well. Meantime, Eris is trying to push into the natural.
Yeah, another locust wave coming from 2 sides. You know, it's pounding on the 3 o'clock base, pounding on the 12 o'clock base.
Yeah.
Siege tank does survive, but this free damage is adding up.
Yeah. Definitely. And Parasitic Bomb is going to take out a little bit. Take out a Viking. Didn't spread it to anywhere else, luckily. So yeah. Although Ketroc does have a fair stack of Ravens at the moment. That's always useful.
Yeah, the Raven can be good for a while. You have to get up to 8 gases, so it's not bad. But taking out our base is going to be important. These Parasitic Bombs are just racking up Raven kills. And also, like, if I don't get a 5th base, that means it's another base that... that Eris gets the mine out well. Oh my gosh, look at the top right. Oh, the top left, I don't think I'm going to get in there anytime soon.
No.
That is a lot of spores.
Oh god, that is, yep, not going to be easy.
And Ketroc's basically out of gas here.
Yeah, and Eris has a huge bank, so even if you did manage to take out anything from Eris, it's coming back with interest. But yeah, there's not even a lot of gas left at your bases. Oh, very nice fungal on all of those Ravens.
I think he died to get it off though.
Yeah.
So that's something. But I think, you know, even bad trades out of Eris is going to work out well for him.
Yeah.
As he just has such a huge economic lead.
it's not going to be easy here for Ketroc now. So yeah, not much gas remaining. Their refinery does go down, which is exactly what Ketroc doesn't need.
Yeah, it's just like every wave is like I'm gonna mine a bunch out of this fourth base, but a lot of it's gonna be spent on just all the repairs and rebuilding of SCVs that's constantly happening there.
Yeah.
Because those free waves of locusts are just doing so well on value.
Yeah.
Yeah, each one of these locusts has at least 5 kills. They're all like 5 to 10 kills each, and there's like 10 of them there, so
Yeah.
50 kills. At least
Yes.
repairing, when you go Mass Raven, repairing, like, replacing refineries and SCVs isn't a big deal, because you don't really need the minerals anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, essentially every single wave that refinery gets taken down pretty much. Yeah, you got a huge number of kills on all of these swarm hosts. I wonder how many of these have as well, like 12 kills there, 8 on there. So another wave goes in. Oh no, getting distracted.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, this refinery just isn't going to get up. And it looks like both of these are almost gone as well, so...
Ketroc's actually going to try to push through all those spores with his ravens. It looks like that's the plan.
That's not a good idea, I don't think.
You can get some area here to place auto turrets.
Yeah. Even that's going to be a problem.
It does force the Locust Wave to fall, which is something. But don't waste all your auto turrets fighting Locusts.
Yeah, they're both free units, it's fine.
Oh boy, they're really suiciding.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been so bad if there weren't a 15 Locusts there at that time, but yeah, that was definitely not worth.
No.
Command Center number 12 attempt to the 3 o'clock was not successful.
Yeah. So, almost out of gas at that base as well. And yeah, there's not much left for Ketroc. So this base, I mean, the third base is pretty much just a distraction now. There's no minerals, no gas there, so... that was the wrong time to start dropping mules everywhere. But Ketroc does have a lot of minerals in the bank, so I don't know if there's any code in there to start building like marines or anything if you're out of gas.
Yeah, when it's entirely out of gas, it'll start just building Desperation Marines and Hellbats. It's
Yeah.
not that helpful, but I don't think it's ever won me a game I wouldn't have lost any, or
yeah,
it's never changed the outcome of a game.
yeah,
But the code's in there.
that's good.
A couple of Swarm hosts actually going down at the 3 o'clock base. That's a big deal. If those Swarm hosts gets knocked out, then maybe that base can be taken by Ketroc at some point.
Yeah, you say that.
Certainly got some minerals to be taking bases, so.
But there's a lot more on the way. Hydras and probably some lurkers as well. Normally for Eris.
Yeah. Raven count is only getting smaller at this point. None being produced, but they are falling eventually to these parasitics. It just feels like it's a slow but steady point to victory for...
Yeah, it's always a slow and steady victory for Eris.
Like, look at the bank of Eris right now. It's not just that he's, you know, keeping me on 4 bases, that he's been efficient in doing so. Like, very cost efficient.
Yeah, there's only one mining base at the moment for Ketroc, and even that is running very, very low. So every bit of damage that Eris is doing is going to be permanent. Center is having a trouble landing. Well, now the workers are getting suicided.
Yeah, trying to repair the missile turret, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, Ketroc is repairing everything that's getting taken down at the moment, but in terms at the fourth base at least. Oh, nice fungals on the Hellions. But just 14 workers left. Nice yonk on the Raven.
Yeah, I'm counting about 100 kills from the Locust in the top left, or the
Yeah,
Stormhost in the top left. Just non-stop
that's
value on the
crazy.
game there.
Yeah,
And they keep filling out the siege tank there too, so it's like it's even killing gas things.
yeah. With just 13 workers remaining, I'm about ready to call it if.
Yeah, I think so. Even the mineral bank's gone for
Yeah,
Ketroc. I don't think there's any chance of taking that fifth base. So
yeah.
yeah, well done.
Eris will take a
Just
1-0 lead.
the squeeze of those Stormhosts all game long, really paying off.
Yeah, it's just a tactic of Eris. He'll just get every single base on the map and gradually strangle you out in terms of deprive you of any minerals or any mining.
Yeah.
It's
Which isn't the end of the world if you're trading like 3-1 with Eris, which can
yeah,
sometimes happen.
yeah,
But the fact that you use the Stormhost as well means you're not even trading that well versus them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's possibly one of the reasons that they went for the swarm host in the end. Um, just because like you get a bit more efficient trades. So there goes that base, and there is 0 income now for Ketroc. Yeah, and a surprisingly long first game, almost 28 minutes at the end, 29 minutes. So we just like to see this to the end. Come on, Eris, don't play with your food.
He's having trouble breaking that top base. There he
Yeah,
goes. I guess you're ahead of me now.
yeah,
I'll watch on stream.
yeah. Put it on the forward. So Ketroc does make it very difficult to attack into positions. Like you've got tanks, you've got planetaries, you've got liberators, you've got pretty much everything.
Yeah, this is a turtle style.
Yeah,
Like, since it's really hard to beat Eris, the two styles I feel like I have any some sort of success is either be really turtly and be efficient, or cheese the heck out of out of Eris. Those are the
yeah,
two strategies I've typically gone with in the past.
yeah. Go on and attack, drop a board. No, wait for the CC to try and find somewhere to land, and nope, not going to happen, I'm afraid. Ah, there
You
we
got
go.
this orbital. It's all you.
Yeah, yeah. 34 minutes into the game, Eris takes the first win. We are in for a good finals, I think. This is all right.
That
Let's
was a
take.
battle of the free units, that's for sure.
Yes,
Auto turrets versus
yeah. That's definitely
Locust.
something that came out well, and Locust came out on top eventually. Took a while, but we got there.
Yep, yep.
All right,
Impressive
let's.
new build. I like it.
Yeah, definitely something they've brought out, which has really improved the efficiency and they're always improving errors. All right, I am ready with game 2 when you are.
All set.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, down in the bottom left-hand corner of Waterfall, it is Eris.
And spawning in the top right, down 1-0, it is the Blue Terran Ketroc.
Yeah. So, BC Rush, is this one of
Yeah.
your one of your Eris-specific strategies?
No, it's more of a TVZ strategy.
Okay.
The air specific part of it is I do the most greedy two-base opener I can possibly do. So it's just
Yeah.
like 100% dead to 12 pool or something. I
Yeah.
have a more normal opener, but I decided to just take some more risks since I'm facing a much stronger bot.
Yeah.
This is the bot out. This is the build I was hoping you would pull off in game one.
Yeah.
Because if I can beat the Storm host, I don't think Eris switches back to Storm host again. So this is the build I thought it would have a better chance versus Storm host.
Yeah. So I think this is a much smaller map than our last one as well. So it's probably why it's pulling out this strategy now.
Yeah, similar layout, but yeah, much smaller. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all of the new map pool that we are going to be switching to pretty soon is all quite large maps, aren't they? So um, that
They
might
usually
change.
do a mix. They
Yeah,
try to pick like for the contest, they try to pick like two large macro maps, two
yeah,
cheesy maps, and then two strange maps,
yeah.
and those are the six maps that they've come up with.
Yeah, it's
But
normally seven,
yeah,
isn't it?
there's some
Yeah,
weird stuff in the new maps, so it'll be fun for
yeah,
see if bots actually take advantage of any of it.
yeah.
Like
If we,
there's Naga towers next to rocks. You destroy the rocks, and the rocks fell on the tower.
ah,
And then if you destroy those rocks, then it opens up an expansion base because that Zelnaga tower is actually blocking a gold base that entire time.
oh wow.
So there's like layers to the onion. I'd love to see a bot that would actually, an author who takes time to actually code all
Yeah,
that, deal with it.
yeah, that would be fun. I can see that happening.
But
Yeah,
yeah, collapsing rocks is something that's more common in the new map pool.
yeah, yeah. It's something Eris does a lot as well. So I think if any bot's going to do it, it's probably going to be Eris.
Yeah, Eris loves to just attack rocks.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm thinking authors more like tier who like see stuff like that and they like, ooh, I got an idea. I'm gonna code something very specific for this map.
Yeah.
Eris is more like I want to code stuff that works on every map.
Yeah, but if it'll focus the rocks quite often, so I think it will be good to get down there. All right. Okay, so the Overlord is being chased away. Does not want to see anything that's happening.
Yeah, using the barracks to grant me high ground vision on that pillar.
Yeah.
I
Nice
do have
use.
a bug with this. The place that this barracks is trying to land sometimes gets stolen by another structure. So
Almost got
luckily it's
stolen.
actually able to land this time.
Yeah, almost got stolen by the supply depot as well.
Yeah, well it has to be a 3x3 structure.
Yeah,
So like
yeah,
Inge Bay or
yeah.
yeah, like the Inge Bay there. Depending on the timing of it, sometimes the barracks never gets to land again.
Ah, there we go.
And it
So
appears we're facing the Swarm Host build again, right? Because I don't see
yeah,
the third base, and I see a
there's
lot of gas being taken.
yeah, there's no third base here from Eris. That's a definite sign that you're going to be facing up against swarm hosts here.
So this will be interesting. Both sides are rushing out their tech unit, and they're probably both going to be done around a similar time.
Yeah,
What happens when
I mean,
locusts start firing in and two BCs are out?
yeah, I
Who
think
does that favor?
it should go well for the BCs because you're going to be able to take out a lot of the locusts, and BCs obviously fire quite fast, and you know locusts are not that high a hit point unit. Although they do have a fair amount of hit points, surprisingly. But obviously, BCs against swarm hosts are very dead swarm hosts, but you need to be able to see them first, which requires a Raven. Or
Yeah, and that's not going to come from this build. This isn't
yeah,
more of an all-in. So the BCs don't just have to defend the Stormhost; they need to also win the game, right?
yeah,
And if they're busy winning the game, then maybe I'm dying to Stormhost on the other side of the map. So
that's going to be a
you can only
fun
do
one.
so much. So we'll have to see how it works out.
Yeah. So first BC is on the way. Uh, Nidus network also on the way, and our first swarm hosts are on the map, guys. So no third base here for Ketroc, which is going to be quite problematic because that's going to be the saging area for where Eris wants to throw in all of his swarm hosts and locusts.
Yeah, no distraction this time. This time the locust waves will be going into the main base.
Yeah.
So let's see what they end up shooting.
BC should be out in theory by the time we get there, maybe? No, not quite, I don't think. Well, we might get one out.
Looks like they're actually going into the natural too. It's hard to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be more of a problem, maybe.
It's not too bad, because it's just mineral stuff there. I don't mind if I lose like a barracks. If I start losing like my starports when I'm going BCs, that's going to be horrific.
Yeah, Marines are dealing with that quite well, surprisingly. Well, in the meantime, BC is taking down the Nidus. So I don't think he lost too much there, which is good.
Yeah, just the barracks. This is something I've fixed in my code since now, but this BC is getting completely distracted by a single Zergling.
Yeah.
Okay, Locust Wave coming in. It's getting the extra barracks down. Again, not the end of the world. I don't mind that. I even get to cancel, get some of the money back.
Yeah.
And we do have a BC across the map now. Oh, and the Locusts are shooting at it.
What?
That's got to be a mistake. Maybe the Locusts just always fire out when the Swarm Host is available.
Yeah, they've got no way of firing at that, surely.
There was an old machine learning coded bot that did Swarm Hosts, and it tried to kill Void Rays with the Locusts.
Oh no, that's the worst. So BC does jump back, and is taking out the Nidus. So there's Hellions around, which probably do quite well against these Locusts, but oh, now the Locusts are kind of taking down the factories.
Factory's okay.
Yeah.
Don't need the factory.
Just
Do need the starports.
more starports, guys. That's all we need. Gas error corrected.
BCs have not been able to do any damage to the economy, although we don't really have a third base yet from... There isn't much of economy to deal with anyhow. The transfuse is unbelievable, though, all these queens.
Yeah. Third base is coming up from Eris now.
And the Spire, that's a big deal. Spire's surrounded by queens, so...
Yeah.
The BCs do try to want to kill it, but they're not having much success. There's actually a Hellion doing a little bit of damage in the back, too. Don't know how he got there.
Yeah. Well, it's taken down a few little drones there.
Yeah, that Spire's low at the moment. One more Yamato, I think we'll get it.
Yeah. So a couple of queens will go down as well.
Oh no, the Spire does finish!
Oh no!
What's happening on the production tab?
Just
no
about.
corruptors.
Take down the Spire, BC, take
Spire's
down the
down.
Spire. Yeah, there we go. Meanwhile, in Ketroc space, it's not going well over there either. Like, we are going to have a pretty big base trade situation, I think.
Yeah, but it's mostly just killing off like the barracks and the... Like, it's not too bad. Although I gotta say, there's not many Marines because those barracks keep falling down.
Yeah. And, oh god, so the BCs are on top of all these overlords as well, which could really supply block Eris.
Locusts don't cost supply, unfortunately, for
No,
Ketroc.
but...
And a lot of SCVs just fell down the natural for Ketroc.
Yeah, it's difficult to keep an eye on exactly what's happening on both sides of the maps, guys, but we'll try. Yeah, barracks is going to go down again. But the real damage is being done by these BCs.
Yeah, BC did find the next Spire too, also finding the Hydra Den.
Yeah.
So it's trying to keep away the anti-air away. But these Locusts just like infinite damage now. I don't think there's going to be many more BCs, so I don't think Ketroc's going to have a base for much longer.
No, but...
This could then turn into a base trade of like elimination, like who dies the quickest.
Yeah. I don't know, it's going to be fun to find out.
Their base is down now for Eris.
Oh, and there is like the neural onto the BC, which doesn't actually do as much as you'd hope. But... So now Starport is going down. This is going to be close.
Yeah, Nidus Den is not cancelled, so that's a full kill. Bots are so good at canceling stuff before it dies, but no one anticipates the Yamato killing it. It's like the instant 300 damage.
Yeah. Oh, and Eris is mega supply blocked at the moment. There is no more units coming out from Eris.
Yeah, Eris is completely dead on his side of the map,
Yeah.
so it's all in the Swarm host now.
Yeah. Can the Swarm hosts kill Ketroc before Ketroc can kill Eris?
And a big deal is there's no Nidus Swarm on the other side of the map anymore. That could be like the final structure that keeps Eris in the game longer.
Ah, yes, of course. I think Ketroc's done it here.
Yeah, and he's still like barely on a 2-base economy still somehow. Losing a lot of minerals, always trying to build those.
There we go. That's the last base. That's the last building, is it? No. Ah, there we go. GG. Ketroc wins. 1-1. Nicely done.
Yeah, very polarized game, right? So you got one bot building something that only shoots at the ground, and the other bot's rushing out air units, and
Yeah.
that can only go one way or the other, right?
Yeah, it's definitely. It was a bit close there for a while, but we have a series. Eris has a first game loss of the whole tournament. Congratulations.
I've done my job.
Yeah.
I've done my job, you know.
Yeah, you've done your job now. It's fine, you know. All
For
right.
2 straight seasons, Eris has not clean swept the tournament. I will take
Yay.
that. That's the moral victory.
All right.
Now we go for more.
Good to go on game 3 when you're ready.
Yep, slowing up the replay now.
Cool. And it should be a good one. It is on Stargazers.
I'm ready.
Cool. All right. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Up on the right side of Stargazers, suffering the first map defeat of the tournament, looking to come back, is Eris.
And in the top left, going back to its game 1 strategy, it is Ketroc.
Ooh, that's a bit dangerous right there.
Yes, but the hope is no Swarm host this time.
Yeah.
All right, he lost to the Swarm host. Will he do it again?
So it's interesting that you swap strategies after a win, because most bots will just kind of like carry on and go for sort of like carry on the same strategy until you actually get a loss.
Yeah, Eris is he got special attention from me. So this for the first time ever, I'm not basing my strategy on like what's working and what's not working. I'm actually looking at the map that we're on and deciding what strategy I think would work best on that particular map.
Okay.
So no matter what's on this map, I was going to play Master Raven. Doesn't matter what was happening in previous games.
Yeah, so that's good.
And no gas out of Eris, so I believe we are going to see
It's a different
more
strategy.
old school 94% win rate Eris rather than tricky Storm host build Eris.
Yeah, that's definitely not a Swarm host build this time. And I think he's going for 3 base early.
Yep. Side note, I think both of our bots are too dumb to know how to expand to the top bases.
I think
Eris might be able to. I don't think my bot can at all.
I think I've seen Eris on one of the other games has expanded to that, but yeah, I don't think he does.
I
it
have
early.
a memory. I don't know if it's correct or not, but I think I remember Eris distance mining out that base, or he just distance mined it near the end of the game. So I'm not sure if he ever threw on a hatchery there. I could be wrong though. It could be like as soon as those 2 little mineral patches are cleared, he's smart enough to throw down a hatchery.
Yeah, I think that would be the case, but obviously just clearing out those mineral patches there, I don't know if he's got that programmed in. I suspect he has. So yeah, I think we're seeing the little gentleman's agreement. No attack 5 minutes, guys. It's all good.
Yeah, we do have the fast 3 hatch out of Eris, which is third hatch just about to complete. So, meanwhile, Ketroc taking a little bit slower.
Yep.
Going for the standard PF expand. Standard for 1 player only.
Yeah. No need to do anything crazy, guys. It's only game 3 of the tournament. And I think you
Looks
got
like the
the Overlord.
barracks knows about the Overlord, so
Yep.
Overlord must have shown itself to that SCV on the low ground at some point.
Yeah. So that doesn't look like it's long for this world. Those Marines do have quite a lot of range on them, don't they? But yeah. Oof.
Oh,
It's
but
gonna
Sterling,
survive.
it was a trap.
Oh. And the Overlord just to drag those Marines out while the Zergling comes in and kills the SCV. Oh,
Yeah, that
and
could be
now,
a problem because these Marines are like they're on Overlord hunting duty right now, so
yeah,
they have to play all the way around just to get range on that Overlord.
and now the other Overlord comes in to kind of say hello. Oh, there we go. No. Oh, no, you have to run all the way around the other side.
This is not a good start. Poor Raven
Yeah,
build.
third base.
Meanwhile, fourth base is almost complete for Eris.
Yeah.
It's always something, Ketroc.
Oh, that's okay. I think this will eventually go up once his Marines take out. Oh no! Marines, what are you doing?
They're on Overlord duty. You know what they're doing.
Oh, he's got him.
Okay, now
There we
maybe?
go.
Or maybe they'll go out to the Overlord in the main base. We'll find out.
Oh no, the SCV is going to get taken down again. Is it? No.
Yeah.
Oh, I think those Zerglings aren't going to do it though. What's wrong with those Zerglings?
Maybe they think the Marines are still in the ramp,
Yeah.
because that's where they last saw them. Sometimes people save positions of stuff on the high ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once
So,
the Marines revealed themselves to the Overlord, then they knew, oh, okay, they're not on the ramp anymore. And they
yeah.
went and killed the SCV.
So,
Yeah, well, this is
this
horrible.
it is not the best start for your bot, is it? Sorry.
Full 4 base economy for Eris. Well, let's see. We'll just make it more interesting when the
Yeah.
victory still happens anyways. The Marines are
So,
finally doing what they're supposed to do and protect
yeah.
that base.
So you do have a Banshee out, which is nice. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Eris is producing. Looks like it's going for Hydras, and there's not a lot of army. It's got a few Zerglings and not much else at the moment. So the third base is finally up, but then the fourth base again has Zergling trouble.
Mm-hmm. Usually it's something my Hellions deal with by this point in the game, but since the start went so poorly, I don't have any Hellions yet.
Yeah. So still not a huge amount of army for Eris though. Although I think he's probably going to start getting it pretty soon. There's Hydralisks on the way.
Up to 8 worker kills and killing, and counting for Harris there.
Yeah. Let's just look at the losses. 9 now for a Zergling and 2 Overlords.
Looks like he's even going to get that command center. Probably be good for Ketroc if that command center dies, actually.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Marines finally decide they can defend here.
Yeah. Or no, but they're going to run away again.
I think they're getting distracted by that Zergling that's at the third base.
Yeah.
Keep going after that, and then I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here, but it's not going to be good for Ketroc. We have 7 minutes into the game, and no attacks have really happened yet. So, but Eris does have a huge number of Hydras now.
Yeah, when the first attack does happen, it's going to be game.
Yeah.
I think I'd be up to around 10 Ravens by now. I'm at 0. This Zergling issue is just so bad for Ketroc.
Yeah.
No Hellions to deal with the Zergling.
So all these Hydras down here at this gold base, but nothing to actually mine from it. Hydras don't mine! Here we go, I think.
That Zergling's up to 15 worker kills now.
Yeah.
Well, 7 on this one, 8 on the previous one. Yeah, and already a massive army.
Yeah. So,
I think we've got
clearing
our
some
first quick
rocks.
game of the series here.
Well, you say quick. We're 8 minutes in, and still you've only suffered 18 SCV losses. So here we go, though. It
I
looks
imagine
like
the first attack is going to end the game.
yes,
Though.
yeah,
There's
I'd
no way
imagine
that.
so.
Commands are actually finished just in time to die, so
Yeah.
minus 400.
Oh no. And now Eris is going to try and push into the main. And it looks like...
He's getting split up a little bit. He's going between the 2 bases.
yeah. So it doesn't look like that third is going to last very long though.
Yeah, it's got a tank.
Yeah, it's okay. It's doing a bit better.
Yeah, if he chose 1 base, I think he takes it down, but he kind of split his attack between the 2.
Yeah.
Now, he did pick off all the SCVs, which is the one thing that Ketroc is in dire need of. He hasn't had SCVs all game long.
Yeah.
There's that Hellion that was supposed to be out 10 minutes ago.
Amazingly, yeah. Interestingly, all of these bases survived, so... Or 3 of them. The fourth did not, yeah, sure. But 3 of the bases survived. And Eris is probably not going to be able to take down this PF with those tanks and liberators and everything there, so... But the big problem for Ketroc is money. And gas.
Yeah, kind of everything. 4th base is now taken by Eris.
Yeah.
And by 4th, I mean my 4th.
Yes.
Eris is up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bases.
Yeah. But again, like, well, this third base is probably not going to go down. And looking at the efficiency here, it's 7,000 to 4,000. So Ketroc's being efficient and actually putting. Oh, I thought that was a base there, but no, that's just an armory. That's okay. Putting up a reasonable fight, at least, you know?
Yeah. Just bad luck with these Raven builds. The first one ran into the Stormhost build, and then the second one, this thing happened.
Yeah.
Where an Overlord flew over a dead zone, and the whole entire game fell apart because of it.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
So, like, I'm at like the 6-minute mark here, and Eris is at the 12-minute mark in the game.
Yeah. Eris is just pulling so far ahead. And yeah, you say it's a quick game, but it's still longer than all the games in our previous series, so...
Yeah, the fact that he didn't close it out on the first attack probably means he's going to have to starve out Ketroc on 3 bases. So it'll be like game 1, just simpler, I think.
Yeah.
Because game 1 there's at least 8 gas.
You say that, but all the SCVs down at this PF are down, so you're going to get the third base going to go down fairly fast, I think.
That's true. There is no Ravens, so
yeah,
that is a big difference between what these games normally like.
Yeah.
So there's no like 15 auto turrets to help protect the PFs.
Yeah. So now Eris is likely to just try and push into the natural. I think I'm probably going to call it here, guys.
I think so too.
GG. Eris on the verge of a victory in the tournament.
Oh, so it's best of 5 then?
Best of 5, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Muta's getting a lot of work done. Dealing with the little wall there.
Yeah.
Eris expanding to Ketroc's 3rd.
Oh. Eris just likes to expand everywhere. And you're right, they haven't actually taken the back base, so... Eventually Eris will get the job done. He's not a bot that likes to be rushed though. So... there we have it, guys. Eris is 2-1 up in the series, on the verge of victory. All right, so yeah, I mean, it was just bad luck, to be honest, that build. Like, yeah. If those two
Yeah, he moves like over the dead zone, and then it's like a 1 minute walk for the Marines to go all the way around and get it. So then they had to walk all the way back again.
yeah.
Yeah, then without a third base, things just compounded from there.
Yeah, you don't really want to face Eris on 2 bases when they're on like 5 or 6 or however many.
Yeah,
Uh, all right, I am up and running on game 4 when you are ready.
I'm all good to go.
Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, down in the bottom half of Moondance, looking to secure the second tournament in a row, it is Eris.
And looking to stay alive in the top left, we have the Blue Terran. It is Ketroc, and going back to the BC build.
The one that served you pretty well in the past.
Yeah. I thought the Raven build would be the one that would get me through if I was going to beat Eris. Now looks like we're going to be counting on the battle cruisers to do the work for us.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be a fun one. I wonder if Eris is going to pick a different strategy as well. So you never
I think
know
in the
with
past, what
Eris.
I've seen is he starts with Swarm hosts, and then as soon as he loses with it, he'll switch it up to something else. So I don't
Yeah,
think we're going to see Swarm hosts again if he keeps that same sort of logic.
yeah,
But maybe if he loses with this twice in a row, he goes back to Swarm hosts again. We'll have to find out.
yeah.
Well, I guess he
Well,
can't lose twice in a row
can't lose
anymore.
twice in a row. No, you can only lose once.
But
Yeah,
this will make it interesting because we didn't get to see like Eris defending battle cruisers, right? We saw Eris stuck with a bunch of swarm hosts and dying to battle
yeah,
cruisers. Now, what can he do when he's actually building up a giant economy and building anti-air and whatnot?
yeah. He does like to get a lot of Hydras out, and Hydras are generally very good against battlecruisers. Also,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
BCs are actually good against Hydras, but
okay,
Corruptors are, oh my god,
Corruptors, yeah,
they absolutely murder BCs.
yeah, that
So
as
the
well.
Spire
So
is a key target to take out for
yeah,
my bot.
yeah. If the BCs can get down the Spire, then that's going to be problematic.
I've also taught my bot whenever there's um, corruptors on the field, you're not allowed to spend your Yamato on anything except for corruptors.
That's
So
good.
sometimes that's a good way to keep the corruptor count in check a bit.
Yeah. So factory coming down on Ketroc, and so yeah, this is not the all-in build. Then this is the rush build, because I know you were saying before that if your bot says it's an all-in, it's generally only going to go 1 base. But...
No, as if it says one base, it doesn't mean it's one base.
Okay.
This build is
Yes.
actually going to be all in. It's
Right. Okay.
I could definitely develop it into a more macro-oriented build. I certainly start floating minerals with this, so I could expand more.
Yeah.
Especially on a map like this where there's a pocket base, it just seems to make more sense.
Yeah.
But at the moment, this build is kind of just stops at a certain point.
Yeah.
Is what it does, then
Hopefully wins.
2 base economy until you die.
Yeah.
They'll distance mine once it runs out of minerals,
Uh,
so you can keep it going for quite a while because of that.
yeah. That's what saved you against Zozo in one of the semi-finals, if I remember. Your distance mining. So
Distance mining against Zozo.
I think it was in game 3 where you were kind of just pretty even and both almost out of minerals, and you were distance mining and Zozo wasn't. So
Don't remember that one. I thought it was all quick worker rushes every game.
yeah. I'll have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay, well,
So,
wall is up, so Zerglings will be staying out. We got 3 bases out of Eris now.
yep.
And Burrow Tech is on the way.
Okay, so it does look like no real indication of tech there from Eris just yet.
Yeah, the starports are a little exposed, so I think this Overlord is just going to spot them and know what he's up against.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he goes. He does get the spots, get the vision of the
He,
starports.
yeah, he hasn't spotted the fusion core, so fusion core isn't actually out yet. So he doesn't know that they're directly battle cruisers, but he knows there's something air going on. He might just think it's Banshee. This time the Overlord does go down. Oh, but there is a Zergling in the main. Or in the natural. Not quite in the main.
Almost.
Fusion core.
Oh. There's the position being stolen from the barracks.
Oh no. It's a bunker this time that's doing it.
Yeah, 5 spores, so that scout was actually huge for Eris.
Yeah.
I try to hide the starports, but on this map there's just so little building area in the main base that
Yeah.
my algorithm defining placement positions, it's hard to keep
Yeah.
it away from the edge. You know, all the structure positions seem to be on the edge.
Yeah, you can't even put it in the natural or pocket base because you've got a Zergling that's just seen everything there, so... yeah, let's see
Yeah,
how
my
this
bot
goes.
doesn't understand that the pocket base is a pocket base, so if it did, it could have put the starports back there. But it's something I haven't really built into my bot yet.
So yeah, battle cruisers coming out across the map. Probably going to go see this Zergling here. I'm going to get hideously distracted by the Overlord.
Yeah, it does mean they're getting split up, the 2 battle cruisers, which isn't great.
Takes out a creep tumor. Oh, and the Overseer. It's probably going to get focused, but we'll stay
No, they're
alive.
still distracted by the Zergling. Okay, there we go. Now we're distracted by creep tumors.
Yeah, you need this to be doing damage and not just a creep.
They can outrun an Overseer, so that's good.
Yeah, and the Zergling.
Spire is on the way, and so far these BCs haven't even made it across the map yet.
Yeah, that's looking good for Eris. So, BCs may come in to deal with this here. You're martyring down the Spore, but the Queens are the ones who are doing the damage. So, detected some cloak. What cloak have they detected? Oh, the Burrow, of course.
Yeah.
The first 2 battle cruisers don't really do a lot.
They got a Spore and like 3 Queens. That's a good start. Because they don't die, so they'll eventually be back again. Next BC taking out 2 Queens himself.
Oh yeah, that's good.
4th BC getting distracted by a Zergling.
That's fine.
Yeah, a lot of Queens have gone down actually. Again, the economy hasn't really been touched. We do have a Hellion kind of distracting one base, but other than that...
Yeah. But the Spire is now up for Eris.
Yeah,
so
nice and safe in the main base, as there's the Hydra Den.
Yeah, 3 Corruptors on the way.
And that is going to be big trouble.
Yeah. And all these BCs chasing after a single Zergling. No. So, I take it Ketroc hasn't seen the Corruptors yet, so...
No. Yeah, so it's using up all its Yamatos and other things.
Yeah. And in come the Corruptors. And big trouble for the battle cruisers here. Although they do have the ability to jump out, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, no BCs have died yet, so
yeah,
that alone is good news. But with the big economy, just the ability to build so many Corruptors is there for...
yeah. I would say...
for Eris at the moment.
At the moment, Eris doesn't have a huge army. Like, if you look at the supplies, Ketroc's a long way ahead. As the first battle cruiser does go down. it's a Hellion at this fourth base here from Eris.
Yeah, they don't really get many kills, but they make the drones burrow,
Yeah.
so that's more than nothing, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there's a real field of corruptors here from Eris now. You're getting close to the point where you can almost take out a BC before it gets a chance to port back.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Just chasing Zerglings. Yeah.
I don't know.
I know what I need to work on at least for next time.
Yeah.
Had some like minor issues that really threw the games for me. Yeah, there's just too many corruptors out now.
Yeah.
And BCs are actually falling a lot often too, so.
You say that, but there's a huge bunch of Marines coming here. That might be able to take out all the corruptors.
Yeah, hopefully they just sit there and accept it.
Yeah,
Come to the Marines.
the corruptors are getting pretty close on that. If we can get battle cruisers over there that's going to tempt them in, it's a possibility. Because Eris's army is pretty much all in these corruptors and a few queens.
That is true. He did lose a lot of queens, like going into this, and these has mining disrupted.
So
We got a Spire almost going down.
Yeah, the battle cruiser in the main.
Okay.
We're taking down the Spire, so we'll have to see if Eris can rebuild that. Don't see Eris rebuilding the Spire at the moment.
Yeah, and you another corruptor getting Yamato'd.
Yeah. Corruptor Cat's being thinned out a little
Oh,
bit.
BC just go. BC went down there.
Oh yeah, but just about.
Another BC down.
Oh, that's not good. But yeah, still, Eris isn't rebuilding the Spire yet. If we can take down all of these corruptors, which I understand is quite a big task, but still. Yeah. Neural's on the VC.
Yeah, Hydra's getting just shredded by the BCs.
Wow, this has turned around so quick. You were about ready to commit to concede defeat. I don't think you are now.
Hydrogen is down as well. Yeah, those Marines, man. Unupgraded Marines, don't overestimate them. Apparently. Or underestimate them.
Yeah, they did some work for you, and Eris now is in real trouble.
Yeah, no, Ketroc's distance mining, but the mineral count is still okay just with the distance mining, I guess.
Yeah. So.
And like you said, Hydrogen's on the way again, but there is no Spire, so. Overlord count's being worked on as well, so. Supply's gonna become an issue. Yeah. And I just looked at the supply. Oh my goodness.
Ah, yeah. I think it's almost time. I think we can almost call this, right? Right.
Wow. I was like getting my congratulations speech ready for Eris there. When I saw all those corruptors and BCs, most BCs dying, I'm like, oh no, there's no way.
Yeah, you take down the Spire, and at that point, it's like, what's he gonna do? There's just this one corruptor. All right, I'm gonna fast forward this, guys. This is GG. We are going to a Game 5 in the final. You're getting your money's worth tonight, guys. Like 5 games in the third place playoff, and now we're going to a Game 5 in the final. So, wow. Yeah, those Marines just coming across and taking everything out. Eris wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a ground army, did he?
No.
I guess like he was losing a lot of spores, a lot of queens. He's constantly having to burrow his drones against the Hellions. Maybe even losing some drones. And I think that just all added up to like not a lot of minerals.
Yeah.
So he could afford the corruptors, but he couldn't afford much else.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
A lot of Hydras dying too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so the Hydras were getting absolutely shredded by the BCs. You're right. And obviously the corruptors were being reborn, but like once you get the Spire taken down, it's very difficult to do anything. So we've made it all the way to game 5.
Game 5.
I can tell you it's going to be on Berlingrad. I don't know whether that makes you happy or not.
I think there's only 2 maps I played Raven on, so I think I'm pretty sure I know what's happening on this map.
Okay. All right. I'm good to go when you are.
I'm all set.
All right, everyone. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, here we are on game 5. In the bottom right, looking to retake his title, it is Eris.
Yeah, do or die. In the top left, we have the blue Terran. It is Ketroc. Winner of this
Oh,
game wins the entire tournament.
yeah. You feeling nervous?
Yeah, feeling a little bit. I would never have
So,
expected my Raven build to lose twice and for me to win the series. So if that happens, I'll be shocked. I really thought that was like my better strategy of the two.
yeah. No, this is crazy. But Eris. Oh, I thought he was going for an early gas there, but no, just the extractor trick.
Yeah, so the
So,
question is, will we see something different out of Eris? Because, after his first win, he stopped doing Swarm Host. Or after his first loss, he
yeah,
stopped doing Swarm Hosts. And now
yeah,
he has a second loss, so will he change it to a third strategy?
yeah. I don't know. How many strategies do he have? So I think it is slightly different. No, no, that's just his patrol. So he's only going 2 base. He's not going the early third hatch. So it does look
That's
like
still
it's,
slightly early for the third hatch.
yeah.
He could still be opening 3 hatch here. I don't see any gas
Sure.
going down anytime soon, so.
Yeah, it's possible. But, so yeah, it's
Oh
spawning
no,
pool.
double
So yeah,
gas.
yeah. Well, that's an interesting build.
Yeah, okay, so this is something new.
So Ketroc, we know, said he was going for the BC rush. So that was that's a fun one. So we'll have to see what comes out after this from Eris. And it is going to be 2 base or die from Ketroc. We're not going to see.
It could be 2 base or die from Eris as well. I don't know what
Oh
this is. This is not the Stormhost opener.
no, no,
But
this
there's no
is,
third hatch and he's got double gas going.
yeah.
What's the play here?
This could be something interesting. Like I've not seen this from Eris before. Do you think it's nerves? He noticed in the game 5, but yeah, possibly. I mean, do bots get nervous?
Getting speed and drones. Maybe it's just
Just
like a safer opener. Maybe it's
possibly.
like, okay, maybe the 3 hatch is like not safe enough. So if I've lost twice, maybe I should just do a safer opener and take
Yeah,
the third later. But what's all
maybe.
the gas for? Okay, there's a lair.
I mean, it's possible he's going back for the swarm host, but I don't know.
Now, Stormhost is a very different opener though. Like unless
Yeah,
he has 2 build orders for it.
maybe. But I don't know. Maybe some roaches, possibly. But we'll see.
Maybe, could it be mutas? 2 base muta?
Oh, ooh. I mean that. How does that play into BCs? The BCs.
I don't know, but I don't know how the VCs will ever catch them. If they can't find,
Yeah,
if they can't chase a Zergling down, how do you chase down a Muta with has no terrain blockers?
yeah.
You
This
have to
is.
get him in the corner of the map.
Oh, it's going to be a fun one, guys. Anyway, we know
I
what's
think we'll get
coming.
our answer as soon as this layer finishes.
Yeah,
And the question is, will it hit before the BCs are out? Because if it doesn't, then
yeah,
it's not that useful.
yeah. Smoke
Spire.
that spire.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2
We're
base
going for
Muta.
a muta. We're going muselisks against BCs. Who's best in the air? And I think the mutas are gonna come out just before the BCs, but
Now I'm asking myself, will my bot build turrets if it scouts Mutas? Or is this build too like set in stone with what it does? I
I
don't even
mean,
remember like what generic stuff is still in there and what's not.
it could end up with some crazy base trade as well. Like, I mean, both these bots have no intention of going any further than 2 bases by the looks of things. Whatever happens, it's going to happen fast.
And bowling's going across the map. Just to work on some rocks.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Spire is about 3/4 of the way done.
Yep.
First two BCs are on the way, so I think it's going to be aligned pretty closely, the mutas and the BCs.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, these rocks are going to be the first casualty of the game.
Oh, okay. I see mutas, but I was just thinking, what if he opened like 2-based Corruptor as just like the ultimate hard counter?
Oh no, that would be horrible.
This could still be bad though, because once he scouts the BCs, he might switch from mutas to
Yeah.
Corruptors, which would be almost as bad.
It'll be pretty fast, yeah. So.
All right, mutas are on the way. We got a pack of 6 of them. BCs are popping right about 5:25, looks like.
Yeah, so they should be there by the time the mutas get there. Zerglin's going to make sure the rocks aren't a problem for these mutas. I'm not sure that they would have been anyway, but mutas ignoring the BCs, going directly for the back. For all the workers, nice worker pull from Ketroc. And I don't think the mutas are going to get a lot of. So only one SCV down so far.
But if they distract the BCs forever. Meanwhile, we got a third coming out of Eris here.
Yeah.
Yamato's about to complete. I wonder if you... I don't even know if my bot Yamato's mutas or not.
Yeah, so... Mutas are kind of stuck in the back here, killing off a few workers. Not that many though. Oh, so taking pot shots at all sorts of infrastructure. Meanwhile, the BCs are going to be trying to take down the Overseers. That's really not what you want to focus on. Oh,
yeah, and
nice.
the BCs, they will Yamato mutas, so when you spot them, they will Yamato them.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Having said that...
Very little mining going on for Ketroc here.
Yeah. There's lots of SCVs going down as well. So
one BC kind of made it across the map.
Yeah,
it's working on a queen.
11 SCVs down, but yeah, that's not too many. Like, that's a survivable amount. Oh. SBC does take down a queen, which is good, and then port straight back.
Yeah, the BCs have abandoned the main base. They're all across the map now.
Yeah, the one danger is if they do port back and all these mutas are in your main, the mutas could have a field day with some very injured BCs.
That's true. Although hopefully they're getting repaired at that time.
Yeah. So BCs do take down another few mutas. Oh, and it looks like Eris' mutas are getting thinned out here. And no Corruptors on the way. And there is a Swarm Host on the way, is there? Yeah.
No,
sorry. No, sorry, that's
an
an Overseer. Sorry, I mistook an Overseer for a Swarm Host there for a second. Like, almost gave you a heart attack as well. I'm sorry.
I know it doesn't make sense. That's not
yeah. Sorry. I saw it in the production.
BC's doing some work on the other side. They have cancelled the fourth.
Yeah.
Still a lot of interruption of mining and even SCVs going down from these mutas.
Yeah, mutas having a field day on these SCVs at the moment.
Yeah, the Marines just can't chase them down at all.
Yeah. But what I would say is Eris' supply is getting a bit low. You know.
Yeah, it's starting to get out of Hydras, but the Hydras just dying very quickly to the battle cruisers.
Yeah. BC does Yamato another Hydra.
Yeah, now the BC's getting into the main.
Yeah, this is not good for Eris.
Putting a lot of Yamatos into this Hydra den. I guess they're considering that a main target.
Yeah, I think you need to take down anything that can hit you. All Corruptor is to get out and immediately gets taken down.
Yep, so now my bot...
I
think we'll save all his money for Corruptors.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He is.
3 more Corruptors on the way.
Yeah, one of them gets picked off immediately and the Spire is down now.
Yeah, so that's the end of the Corruptors, I feel. And it looks like Ketroc is actually going to do this. Like, I don't want to speak too soon, but
Yeah,
a
6
couple of
meters still just preventing mining, killing some SCVs here and there.
yeah, yeah,
But every time a BC jumps back, it might have the opportunity to Yamato the mutas.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, this Muta's just
But
on. Yeah,
yeah, Hydrogen just went down right away once again.
yeah.
Wasn't able to rebuild.
The Mutas are still in the back, but they're just not getting anything done with the Marines there. There's a pack of roaches, but they're on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, and this bunker's full at the front, so I don't think the roaches are going to do much.
Yeah. All right. So a big,
Yeah.
big supply block for Eris as well at the moment. I think all of his overlords must have got taken down.
Yeah, BCs are like, we're really slow, but there's one unit that we're faster than. We can actually chase overlords, and that's okay.
Yeah. And no real mining here. Eris, I think you've done it. I, th I think this is going to be your victory lap here. Again, those muses
Yeah,
still in the
I mean,
back.
Hydroden's back up again. He's got a little bit of mining at home, a little bit at the fourth, getting up another spore, but yeah, it's just not going to be enough. I
No,
think you're right.
this is it. Congratulations. I think unless we have a major, major turnaround here, and I don't see it happening, your tournament, you are going to be our tournament champion.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't think
Beaten down
I've definitely not
Eris.
won one of these tournaments before, and Probots
No.
was years ago now at this point.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, you put so much work into the bot. It's all totally deserved, man. It's brilliant to see it happen, and an absolute privilege to cast as well. So, yeah,
Thank you.
I'm gonna fast forward this.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
Hydrogen going down
Ketroc.
for the 5th time or something.
Yeah, fatal error from Ketroc. Oh, you crashed. It's a fatal error. Oh no, I'm only kidding. Wow, congratulations, man. It's been a fantastic tournament, and
Yeah,
yeah, it's
who
great
would
to
have
have
thought
it
10
win.
games today? I don't think anyone would have guessed that.
Yeah, I'm tired after all that. It's been great. Oh, and again, congratulations to Zozo in taking third place, and also Eris. Brilliant bot. Didn't lose a map until like the
Yeah,
second game of the final, and I thought like, you know, I thought we were going to have it there as like Eris coming through, and then you basically came back and slapped him down. But
yeah.
no, um,
I was there's a point too where I was about to give him the victory. There's one game he got
yeah,
a whole bunch of corruptors. I'm like, okay, it's over.
yeah, in
I thought
game
for sure he
four,
had there. Yeah.
and your Marines just came through and took everything. But no,
Out of the result though, we know Eris is definitely the best bot, and he'll still be the one to beat.
oh yeah,
So
but well,
nothing to be ashamed of.
you've put a hell of a lot of work into your bot, and it's all been totally totally deserved
Yeah, yeah.
victory. So
My bot's good, but my bot's not Eris level good.
it's getting
I
there.
don't look forward to the day it is, because then everyone's gonna be targeting me like the way that I target Eris. So
Yeah, yeah, that's always the problem when you're at the top. But I'm sure Eris will come back twice as hard next time. But in the next time, you are going to be the one to beat. You are our champion.
that's true.
Yeah, so there is a prize pool. So it's $125 for first place, which is obviously going to you. 100 for second place, which is Eris, and 50 for third, which is going to Zozo. I will be contacting everyone to collect their prizes after the tournament's finished. But no, it's been a fantastic tournament. We will do another one very, very soon, and there is one coming up on ProBots. So if you've been inspired to come and make a bot, there is lots of information on our wiki and on our webpage at sc2ai.net.
Yeah,
So
I think you got some links below on your stream there. So if
yeah,
anyone wants to join in.
yeah,
Yeah,
everyone,
we got a ladder that runs 24/7. So you build your bot, you throw on the ladder, you get to have some
yeah,
fun, watch how it does against other bots.
yeah.
And yeah, another tournament coming up, Pro Bots on
Pro,
ES Champ channel.
yeah,
So
ProBots will be coming up after the IEM tournament, which is for those noobs that play it in human world. But who does that, right? So yeah,
And then the
like
fun part too of Probots is at the end, we get to see the combination of the worlds where we put the humans
yeah.
up against the bots. So
Yeah, definitely. All right, so a massive thank you to everyone who made the bots for this tournament as well. We've had some really fantastic games and it's been great. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And Ketroc, congratulations again. Thank you very much for casting it. And you're obviously a good omen for your bots, so you've got to come back next time and all going to be good. So
yeah.
we'll see you all again soon. Thank you. Goodbye.